Alrighty, so look at this. New tier achieved. Um, First match I had in this new mode. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. A lot of fun. And it's a different change of pace, compared to your standard just regular battles. Um, you've got multiple play styles that you can play. You can play setback as a sniper like I did towards the end there because I was low on health. Wasn't near enough to get on one of the repair zones. And so, I just kind of took opportunities to shoot at whatever I could. I only was able to use 2 tanks, which I guess would be a good thing. The first one I took out was, where is it now? The Object 252U, wherever it's at. Can't even find the damn thing. Got too many freaking tanks. Let's move this right out of the way. It's probably one of the hidden ones up here. Well, the second one I took out was the AMX M4 MLE49. I love that thing. It's got awesome armor, pretty darn good gun. You do have to wait for your aim to really kind of get in on target. And the reason I picked that one and the was it considered the? It's not the defender. I can't find the damn thing. I'm looking through. Oh, here it is. Duh, right here. Yeah, Object 252U Defender. Can they go to the hell it was called? Reason I picked both those. Both of them have really good armor. This one, not as much with that weak frontal plate. If you can get it hauled down, yeah, you're rocking like a boss, and it's got a wicked gun. And the M49 Liberty, I picked that one due to the fact that it's got great penetration for its standard ammo. Great all-around armor. It does have the one weak spot, but if you set back, I did bounce quite a bit on those. We did third most damage with 9,199. And we got experience 2,291. We ended up getting 5 kills. So totally, we had 49 shots, and I guess you can break it down between each. Like the Object 252U, I had 8 shots, 6 hit, 5 pen, and I did 2,066 damage. Damage blocked by armor was 600. Destroyed 3 and damaged 3, destroyed 1. Made 21,671 credits. And I'm shooting pretty much all standard ammo. I think I shot two premium rounds, and that was pretty much it. 1 out of the 252U and 1 out of the M49. Because really not necessary. I was surprised at the amount of premium rounds I was getting hit by. The M4, MLE49, we shot 41 rounds, 29 hit, 25 pen. Did 7,133 damage. 4,077 of that was more than 300 meters. We got hit 18 times, 6 pen, 12 bounce. So we blocked 3,130 damage. I think I repaired this. I went through a repair spot with this one, but I still had a lot of health left. We damaged 19 tanks, destroyed 4. Damage caused with our assistance was 2,915. Base capture points were 67. Zones captured were 2. Made 147,899 credits. Now, when this was out before, they had the, I don't think it was called Frontline. It was called something else. Similar, though. The big downfall with that version was you lost credits immensely. I mean, immensely. You had to shoot pretty much all gold. It was tier 10s. Basically, you didn't have to shoot all gold. A lot of people did. I would just pick tanks out that had real high penetration, like my T110E4, T110E3, just anything that had really good penetration so I could just basically spam standard rounds. On this one here, I did the same thing. I'm not going to pick a tank that's got, 175 pen and, like my KV5, 167 pen and go rocking out there so I can shoot all premium and make no credits. I mean, that's the kind of really defeating the purpose. It's to have fun and also make credits. So yeah, I made a chunk of credits on that, so I'm not bitching at all. To resupply ammunition for both of them for as many rounds, all together 49 shots, came to 53,200 to resupply the ammo. Consumables was 20 and 19 for vehicles. So still made 169,570 credits. That's freaking awesome. As you can see, we hit a lot of tanks. So I'm not bitching. There's a lot of targets to shoot at. I like it because it's all tier 8s. Another thing I really like that Wargaming did is, per se, let's say that you just started playing World of Tanks, and the biggest tank you have is a tier 5. They were nice enough to put some tier 8s in your garage. I already have all the tanks, but I think, like the T-32, if I can find it, I've got the T-32, so I don't know what it'll... See, here's my T-32. And maybe if you already have it, they... Oh, here it is, T-32FL, front, for Frontline, obviously. So if you didn't have any tier 8s, they give you that one, and I think a T-44, which I've got, obviously, that one too. Yeah, here it is, T-44FL, Frontline. Which... Oh, I didn't... for a minute there, I'm like, is that the T-44... Oh no, I thought it was a T-44-100. It's just a T-44, except for it looks just like the T-44-100 on the just this down here. So yeah, I mean, they're nice enough to even give you a tank. Here you go. I mean, oh, they even give you a crew that's already ready to, pump up 100% crew. So what's not to like? You make up a ton of credits. If you don't have a tier 8, they give you two tier 8s to use. And so you can just, oh my God, you can make a ton of credits. You can work towards getting, you get a lot of experience, so you can work towards getting a tier 8. And this will also give you 2 tier 8s to try out if you don't have any tier 8s, I mean, this is pretty awesome. I really like what Wargaming did with this. And as you work up in your ranks, this was my first match, and I made it to tier progress, 76 out of 537. It said I was a captain, I think. Oh, I think I can click on... Oh, yeah, you can click on that. Duh. So, kind of breaks down information temporary unavailable. Well, that's not cool. Let's go back here and see if I click on it again. Try it one more time. My internet connection tonight is not the best. Well, that's weird. I looked at it earlier, and it kind of breaks down everything. Tells you, how to use this and how to use that. Because, like, this was my first match, and I think after your... That's why I wanted this to pop on so I could read it to you. But once you get so far, you get combat reserves. So you get, like, artillery strikes and spend supply points to acquire unique and powerful combat reserves. I've got 3 of those points. Recon flight doesn't... I'm not seeing where it says, because it says I've got 3, but it doesn't... I don't see where it says how many points you need to purchase each thing. Well, you got artillery strike, air strike, engineering. What does that do? Provides a constant bonus to capture speed, capture blocking, and resupply. Inspire. Upon activation, improves the crew's performance and all allies in a certain radius for a short duration. Smokescreen, which I saw that a couple times, which was cool. Yeah, I'm not seeing, like artillery. Like, I like that one. Oh, it only costs 1 point, so I've got 1 artillery strike. Huh, that's cool. So artillery strike commander commands artillery to lay fire in a small area for a short duration. Vehicle in the center of this impact area are heavily damaged, while the targets on the border have high chance of escaping artillery. Let's buy an airstrike too. What else should we get here? I like these artillery strikes and stuff. See, airstrike command a ground attack plane to take off and drop bombs along a rectangular path. Vehicles in that medium-sized area are lightly damaged and receive an additional stun effect for a certain duration. Maybe we'll get 2 of those. I don't know if I have 2 of them. Upgrade is unavailable. You have no supply. Oh, so I just upgraded it. Okay, I see. It didn't give me like a second volley of it. It just upgrades it. It just gives you more shells, more longer duration. Gives you a cooldown, less cooldown time. That's pretty cool. But I'm really, really liking and you get rewards. I just got rewarded. I'm not sure what exactly. I wasn't paying attention. I have to. Yeah, god dang it. I don't know if this is my great Wi-Fi that I have right now. I'm in a real bad spot, and I'm getting real crappy. Like I should be on special battles with my clan, and I can't run special battles because my TeamSpeak won't work. It keeps disconnecting me. Just in a bad area. But yeah, I'm telling you guys, if you haven't tried this Frontline mode, awesome. Give it a try. I think you'll really like it. But I'm going to shut my mouth from here, and then I'll just do a replay of the mode that I just played, so it can kind of give you an idea of what the maps look like. So I'll be right back in a minute with that. Alrighty, so as you can see, it's 30 versus 30, and the first tank I was taking out is the Object 252U Defender. It's got a great frontal armor, well, all except for that lower plate. I did get hit with several premium rounds, which I was really surprised because most of these tier 8s can go through another tier 8 no problem with standard rounds. And I mean, I got hit by a couple scorpions, well, a lot of scorpions. I was surprised as many scorpions that were in the battle, some with no armor, but they got the good camo. So yeah, I was getting hit with premium rounds from those. I was really kind of surprised. So you've got different sectors, A, B, and C, and you can see there's B, there's E, there's a bunch of them. Let me see if I can. It's not going to help this map, no matter. It doesn't draw any more out. But as I drive this way, you can see there's another section on the east coming up over here, and there's another spot up here, and I wasn't watching where I was going. So what I like to do on this first one is I thought I'm going to come up over this way. I saw this little area right here, and I thought I'm going to climb up on that hill and see if I can get some nice shots at anything over that way. Now, with 30 tanks versus 30 tanks, you would be surprised. No, you wouldn't. That people still YOLO. I mean, look at all these people in this area right here, and there's all of 2 of us going this way. Now, there was some that started over here on the far east, which I was kind of surprised. You just must randomly spawn at an area, you know. One thing I did notice, my son, I watched him play earlier, and when I got on the play, every once in a while in certain areas that I would aim up to, my gun would do this kind of, it would bounce up and down. I don't know if that's just because of the hills that were like in front of me, or if it's kind of a glitch in the mapping for the game. I haven't had that happen in a long time. The only bad thing with like this tank, well actually both tanks I picked for this, is the aim time is not superb. You know, first roll right there was only 379. I would have 440 average damage. It's like, yeah, here we go. I was actually pretty happy for my first match, never doing this before. Now we finished him off. Second hit on him was for 352. So, you know, I was pretty happy. The one thing I did find out is if you do not need to be repaired, stay out of the repair zone until you need to be repaired. That's actually not a repair zone. I should have went in there and got in that capture zone with him. To be honest with you, I thought that was a repair zone, and that's why I didn't go over there. Because if you go in there and you don't need to be repaired, or you don't need ammo, then there's a cooldown cycle. Now, this T-44, I thought, oh, he's going to stick with me. You know, I thought, oh, he'd stay up here, go against this T-32, and he does a nice. He's using this the Frontline, the freebie tank, and hits me with an HE shell for 86, so I got a feeling it's somebody that really doesn't know what they're doing. And he hits me again for 15, so I got a feeling it's somebody that's like never played a tier 8. So I wasn't really worried about him. I was more worried about the auto loader sitting right over there, because he's only pumping me, well, actually me for 113 there, and I shot the dirt. But I wasn't super worried about him, and then I look in that T-44, I'm like, dude, come on, are you going to come help me? And he's like, going down there. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, alright, I guess I'm going to die. I got promoted, or no, something got captured there. But yeah, that T-32, it's got to be somebody that's never played Tier 8s, because I mean, he's shooting a straight HE. That one actually did do a little more damage. And then I'm getting shot from the butt over here, and that T-44 is just sitting down there hiding. I'm like, thanks for the help, buddy. That's what I mean. It's no different. It's worse in a way from pubs, because at least if I'm playing a Tier 8 in a pub match, I know the person that's playing the Tier 8 next to me has played Tier 8s for a while. This here, their biggest tank might be a Tier 2 or a Tier 3, and they've never touched a Tier 8 before. So they don't know what the hell they're doing. Like that T-32 was just shooting me with straight HE. He was probably clueless. But there's a cooldown period. You pick your next tank. You can see I got it highlighted. After this cooldown period, it'll pop up. You click battle, and boom, you're in it again. So this time I took the M449 Liberté, and I will speed it up here a little bit so it doesn't take me forever to get over to that area. And I don't know. Oh, I had hit a stop because my ping was going red, and you can see it's red up there and green, red and green. It was going crazy, so I had to make sure I didn't have something turned on. So that's why I paused it for a second there. But we'll get zung around here. So I want to come back here and get a little ass-kicking payback for getting tore up over here. So I'm coming over this way, and lo and behold, there's an M1 sitting there. And I thought, oh, he's AFK. I'll let him in all the way. Plug him for a decent amount. I see his turret moving. I'm like, nope, he's not AFK. So with this thing, if you don't hit it in the turret, that was I did make a couple shitty shots, I'll admit it. Where did he hit me? Not sure exactly where. The green mark are bounces, so I don't know where exactly he did hit me to penetrate. You'll watch my gun here. I'm not sure. I don't think it's off this Scorpion G. It's coming up in a little bit, and I'll tell you if I remember when. And you'll see my gun just kind of like bounce up and down. I couldn't get it to aim. It's something that's on a hill. But I figured these guys are still over here. So I figured I'd take a couple blind shots. That one kind of went into the hill. I'll get reloaded. I think I'd take one, maybe two more blind shots down here. And then that one I'm thinking, okay, the dude can't be sitting there, because I would have just hit him if he were still sitting on that corner. Figure I'm going to go ahead and move in. I might take another blind shot here in a second. I'm not sure. I can't quite remember. We'll sing it up here a little bit faster. Still trying to keep my videos under a half an hour. So we captured another spot, and I figured I'm going to come over here and help these guys. See if I can get cross shots on them as they try and, because I can see a whole group of them on the map coming up this way. I'm like, holy, these guys are going to drive right in front of me. Sweet. That was another crap shot on my part. But I'm just watching these guys, so I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. This is like free damage. I was trying to take his track off, but I don't think I did. But I'm just watching these whole plethora of my guys coming up behind him. I'm like, well, I'm going to try holding these guys up as best I can. And we're still bouncing. We're still bouncing a lot of damage. The armor on this is phenomenal. Surprised that projectile. And then I get hit by a Scorpion G for 516. I'm like, you got to be shitting me. And then I'm like, there he is. Guess what? I'm going to kick your ass, dude. Bye-bye, biatch. That T-34-2, he just knocked my track off. That's all he did. And he got tracked, so I thought, I was trying to ammo rack him. I know the ammo rack on that is kind of back in that area. But so we got a lot of damage just from that little spot there with all these tanks running. So I figured I'm going to go cut to the right here and go through the little fix-me-up spot, and I'll zing over here real quick. And you can hear the artillery strikes coming in and stuff. So you hop in this little guy, and you're in there. It says, it shows you how much you're supplied, 38.50. And I figured, hell, if I can, I'm going to sit here and take some shots while I'm getting fixed up here. And then there's a cooldown period, 3 minutes and 17 seconds. I wasn't sitting there figuring, I'm just going to sit here and sit inside this cap and, do damage, and, because you still got a cooldown. It's not going to, if I got hit 20 times and got killed, I'm going to die there if that cooldown hasn't gone back to 0, and you can use it again. But there's like a 3.5 minute cooldown period for that. I'm going to kind of speed it up here, get up on the hill. And basically right now, I'm thinking I'm going to head right towards that F. It's way over there, but that's where the enemy is. This is where I think I started having some problems with my mouse, or it wasn't this hill. I took a blind shot there. Now, why anybody would play one of those STRVs, I just have no clue, unless they're just trying to work on getting their experience up in it or something, because I mean basically that tank is going to be no good until the enemy comes to you, and by then with the 8.5 second reload you're going to get 4 shells off and be dead. Seriously, I mean it's not maneuverable. You don't have no turret. You really got to have a tank that you can move, have a turret. Even if you've got a tank destroyer without a turret, as long as it's not something that you got to go into the special mode by hitting X and then hitting X to come out of that special mode, it's beyond me why anybody would want to play one of the STRV versions. You know, then I saw artillery. I'm like, yeah, people are playing artillery in this mode too. I'm like, whatever floats their boat. Look how quick he got erased. I don't even know how much damage any of these guys that were in artillery did. I should have kind of really paid attention. But we were getting some, alright, I mean 300 average, I think this is 300 average damage on this gun. Let me look. Yeah, 300 average damage. It's got great penetration for the standard round. You know, 232 in the APCR, 263. Yeah, I don't think I've even shot one APCR round. Yeah, you can see how quick these Scorpions, once they get lit up, they just, that's where, see, watch it bounce. It does it again. See, it'll go bounce way up, and does it again. I'm like, what the hell? Actually, I think I go to shoot when it does that. Once I shoot way up in the friggin' air. I don't even know if I hit him. There's so many tanks that you shoot during the match, it would be useless to go through. Oh, I hit him like I normally do in a standard pub match. I'll go, oh, I hit him 3 times, did this much damage to him. There's so many tanks that you're shooting at, and like right there's a smoke screen. And so me and this other defender take this corner on these houses, and we just cover each other's ass, and we sit here and we cap this base right here. The one thing I didn't pay attention to, because I think I get hit a couple times, but it actually just I bounce them all, except for I think one. I didn't notice if I got hit or tracked, if it reset the capture, like in a pub match when you get hit, the capture starts over, because I bounced everything so far. This looks like it's pretty much continually counting up. I'm just kind of watching to see if that captures. Now we got 3 of us on here. I definitely like this mode. Right there, my gun popped up just as I pulled the trigger, and it seems to do it around hilly areas. So I was a little bit flustered why it did that, but yeah, what are you gonna do? So there's just 2 of us on the capture point again. We almost got it. Bounced another one there from the Scorpion G. Okay, now that one I did get hit and it kept counting up. So it doesn't seem to really mess with the capture progress. Maybe unless you take the tank completely out. And first match I'm already up to a captain. Woohoo! Whatever that means. I think that's like, I think there's another promotion above that, and then it's a general, something like that, and I don't know if it continues throughout the whole match or it just resets. Here, I'll kind of speed this up because I get up here and I take some shots at this ML1. Now I'm going to shoot at the ML1 because he's got a more dangerous gun, because he's got an auto loader. I'm not worried about him really penning me from that distance, because he would have to be really accurate to hit the weak point on the turret on this. So yeah, he didn't even waste his time shooting at me again. Now there's a T-32 that gets dug in a building over here, and there I get plugged by a Scorpion G there. I'm like, great. But I figure I'm just gonna push, try getting kind of down here, thinking he's either gonna kill me or he's gonna try and go around the backside of that hill. When I get up here where that FV4202 is, I end up taking him out. But there's a T-32 that got dug in over there, and that, let me tell you, speed it up here to get up here. I think I go around and I take out that Scorpion that shot me. I hit him with an AP, and you can see I loaded an HE for my next shot, which would have killed him either way. I should have had an HE shell loaded for that. And, of course, he hits me and pens me. But I got him in the bag, right in the keister. So I load back up a regular AP shell. I was going to head that way, and I thought, no way, what am I doing? There's a 4202 right in front of me here, and I've got 40 hit points. I'm going to go up here and see what I can do with a little bit of sniping. This gun can be very accurate if you let it aim in all the way. If you don't let it aim in all the way, nah, ain't going to happen. And you'll see me dunk a couple shots, but I don't let it aim in all the way. Speed it up here. So the FV40, that's that T-32 that got dug in down there. Knocked the track off that Scorpion G. And like I said, those things, once they get lit up, they usually just get melted within, like, you know, seconds. Because they have no armor. They can't bounce anything. Maybe it was the KR. I thought it was the 4202 I took out, but it must have been the KR patent. Yeah, somebody else took the 4202 out. But watch, this guy, that's the only mistake he made right there, and I screwed up because there's a wall there. But then he pulls forward and gets his butt hidden. And he was in that little spot for the rest of the match. I don't know if he actually ever got taken out. But I've only got 40 hit points, and I don't feel like starting way back. That was a real great shot on my part there. You know, I kept kind of checking him out to see if I could get a shot at him, but no such luck. And I'm looking, I'm like, the spot that I'm at right now, if you can see, most everything is beyond being able to view me. Because I'm here, and they're right out there where they can't spot me, but I can spot them. So I thought, I'm going to set up here and just snipe for a little bit. I got 40 hit points. Why risk it? And, you know, get knocked out possibly and have to start back here and have to drive all the way up here because the match is almost over. I mean, we've all but won the match. So I figure I'm going to move forward just a little bit. That way I can still get targets spotted in. I was going to go down that little hill there, but, you know, since the new graphics and stuff, I really stay away from hills because I've noticed when you go down those hills, a lot of times you end up dead. But, yeah, these guys were lighting these guys up, and I'm just like, oh, this is awesome. I'm just going to sit here. They can't even see me because you can see they're all spotted. I'm out of their view range. They can't even see me. All they know is that somebody's shooting the shit out of them, and they don't know where it's coming from. This is where I wish it had a little bit faster load time. I wish it had the AP rounds had the velocity of the APCR rounds. They're fast. Oh, I got promoted up to major. I didn't know that. I thought I was only up to captain. So I got to a major. A major asshole. I'm a major ass. I think there's only one more promotion thing you can go from up there. Yeah, that one I didn't let aim all the way and watch this dunk into the dirt. What I should have been doing is shooting at that damn gun there. I don't know if you get extra points for shooting at that gun or what, but I guess I should have been. But, you know, I'm looking at these other tanks, you know, trying to come in on the guys that are down there at T-32. He never moved. I was more apt to try protecting the guys that were shooting at that stuff, and we just end up taking destroyed, and I think that was it. Yep, and that's all she wrote. We ended up winning it with that. Like I said, I really like this mode. Make a ton of credits. It's a lot of fun. It's a change of pace from the standard random battles. 30 versus 30. You earn rank. You can win a bunch of stuff. I mean, where can you go wrong? I mean, you could see that I did get hit with some gold rounds, but doesn't matter. It could be in tier 1s and people will shoot gold rounds. You could be in a tier 10 match with a gun that's got 7,000 millimeters of penetration, and somebody will shoot a premium round because it does 7,002 penetration. Just because it does 2 more penetration, they'll shoot that premium round. I don't know. Whatever floats their boat. But anyways, if you haven't tried this mode, I'm telling you, do it. It's fun. It's well worth it, and you can make a bunch of credits. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry it's a couple days late, but I know this mode kicked out like 2 days ago. But I just haven't been in an area where I could make any videos or do much of anything. So anyways, yes, definitely try this. But you guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.